Welcome to Parenting ADHD with Aymara, the podcast for parents who want to create calmer homes, improve their child's focus and behavior, and reduce the daily stress that often comes with raising a child with ADHD. If you're dealing with meltdowns, homework battles, constant reminders, emotional overwhelm, or simply feeling exhausted and unsure of what to do next, you are in the right place. I'm Aymara Valladares, licensed clinical professional counselor and creator of the Calm Focus Method. For years, I've helped parents better understand ADHD and implement practical strategies that create lasting change at home and at school. Each week, I'll share simple tools, real-life examples, and proven techniques to help you reduce chaos, build stronger connection with your child, and create the calm, structured environment where children with ADHD can thrive. So whether you're driving to work, folding laundry, or taking a well-deserved break, thank you for being here. Let's get started. This is Parenting ADHD with Aymara Valladares. Hello and welcome back to Parenting ADHD with Aymara Valladares. I'm so glad you're here. Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like your house sounds more like a referee's whistle than a peaceful home? Maybe you've said, "Stop arguing. Leave your sister alone. Can you two go 5 minutes without fighting?" One child is yelling, the other one is crying. Someone says, "It's not fair." And before you know it, everyone is upset, including you. If this sounds familiar, take a deep breath. You're not alone. Today's episode is all about sibling conflict in families where one child has ADHD, why it happens, and how you can bring more peace and connection into your home. One of the parents I work with sat in my office with tears in her eyes. She said, "I spend so much time helping my son with ADHD that I'm afraid my daughter feels invisible." Then she whispered something that broke my heart. The other day she told me, "I wish I had ADHD too. Maybe then you'd notice me." That wasn't really about ADHD. It was about connection. It reminded me that ADHD affects the whole family, not just the child who has the diagnosis. Let's step into this family's shoes. Imagine being the sibling without ADHD. You might wonder, why does my brother get more chances? Why do the rules seem different? Why do mom and dad always have to help him? Now imagine being the child with ADHD. You may feel like you've always getting corrected, always hearing no, always feeling like you are the one causing the problems. Both children are carrying something heavy. Neither one feels fully understood. When we see it this way, we stop looking for who's right and we start looking for what each child needs. Why sibling conflicts happens? Children with ADHD often struggle with impulse control, waiting their turn, emotional regulation, personal space, sharing, losing games, reading social cues. That doesn't excuse hurtful behavior, but it helps explain why sibling conflicts can happen more often and escalate more quickly. The goal isn't to eliminate every disagreement. The goal is to teach skills that help siblings repair, communicate, and reconnect, and to not assign blame to either one of them. Let's coach this together. I'd like you to picture this. Your daughter is quietly building a Lego set. Your son, who has ADHD, runs over, grabs a piece, and accidentally knocks everything over. She starts crying and immediately yells, "Mom!" Your son says, "It was an accident." And what is our instinct? Usually we jump in with, "Say you're sorry." But before we rush to fix it, let's slow this down. Try this instead. Turn to your daughter and say, "I can see you're really upset because you worked hard on that." Then turn to your son. "I know you weren't trying to ruin it, but your sister was hurt. Let's figure out how we can make this better." Now, both children feel seen. You're teaching empathy instead of assigning blame. Another real moment is this one. A father shares something that changed the way he parented his kids. Every evening, his children argue over who got to sit next to him during dinner. Instead of deciding for them every night, he created a simple rotation. Monday belonged to one child. Tuesday belonged to another child. Within a week, one of the biggest nightly arguments disappeared. Sometimes the best solutions aren't complicated. They're simply predictable. What not to do? When sibling conflicts happen, try to avoid this. Number one, comparing your children. Number two, labeling one as the difficult one. Number three, expecting the older sibling to always give in. Number four, forcing apologies before emotions have settled. Number five, taking sides without understanding what happened. Don't forget, fairness doesn't always mean treating children exactly the same. It means giving each child what they need to succeed. When sibling conflicts happen, try using the Calm Focus Toolbox. Pause before reacting. Help each child tell their side without interruptions. Name each child's feelings. Praise cooperation when you see it. Create predictable routines to reduce recurring arguments. Don't forget, every conflict becomes an opportunity to teach lifelong relationship skills. This week, I'd like you to notice one positive interaction between your children each day. It may be sharing a toy, helping each other, laughing together, saying something kind. Your job is to point it out, celebrate it. The behaviors we notice are often the behaviors that grow. And before we go, here is today's tiny reminder. Your goal isn't to raise siblings who never fight. Your goal is to raise siblings who know how to repair, forgive, and reconnect after conflict. Those are skills that will serve them for the rest of their lives. If siblings conflict has left you feeling exhausted, I hope these episodes reminded you that every disagreement is also an opportunity to teach communication, empathy, and resilience. Your children are learning from more than what you say. They're learning from how you respond. When you lead with calm, consistency, and connection, you're building more than peaceful moments. You're building lifelong relationships. Thank you for joining me today. If this episode encouraged you, share it with another parent who's trying to keep the peace at home. I'm Aymara Valladares, and this has been Parenting ADHD. Less chaos, more connection, lasting change. Thank you for joining me on Parenting ADHD with Aymara Valladares. Parenting a child with ADHD can feel overwhelming, but lasting change is possible when you have the right tools and the right approach. I hope today's episode has helped you better understand your child, giving you practical strategies you can use right away, and brought you one step closer to creating a calmer home, improving your child's focus and behavior, and reducing the daily stress that leaves so many families exhausted. If you'd like to learn more about how to get my direct help, visit thecalmfocusmethod.com, where you'll find free resources and information about how we can work together to help your family thrive. Remember, your child is not broken. They need understanding, structure, and support, and so do you. Until next time, keep showing up, keep learning, and keep moving forward. I'm Aymara Valladares, and this has been Parenting ADHD. Less chaos, more connection, lasting change.